Welcome everybody, Dan Cunningham here. We are here for In Good Company, and we are live at the Arizona Home and Garden Show out here at Westworld in Scottsdale for this special edition here. With me today is Nick Hubbard from The Hubb Co, one of our favorite painters in the Valley, and we're here to discuss kind of what's going on in his world and let you guys get to know him a bit. So Nick, thanks for being here.
Thank you for inviting me, Dan. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, give us a little background on Hubb Co. How long you been around, kind of how you started.
Yeah, so the Hubb Co, we've been around 5 years next Saturday, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay,
so coming up on the 5 year.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. It actually started kind of a funny story. I went to college for freshman year, ASU. Got offered an internship to teach me about how to start up a business, and the model that they used was painting, of all things. So,
okay.
We did really well during that internship. It was a paid internship, and then that kind of opened up my eyes to the opportunity that's in construction.
Right.
So next semester, dropped out, and just been running with paint the whole time.
I like how this works.
No,
I could run this business.
Definitely. It's been going great. I always say going to college and leaving college were the best two choices I ever made.
There we go. There we go.
If I didn't go, I wouldn't have the opportunity. And if I stayed there,
you wouldn't have the opportunity.
Exactly. Yeah. It's been good. I've been enjoying it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. And just for the people who don't know, obviously I know quite a bit about your business, but do you guys, commercial, residential, what's the scope of what you guys work on actually?
So the services that we offer, we do painting, interior and exterior, both commercial and residential. We also do a ton of epoxies and wood staining as well.
Okay.
I would say that the first 2 years or so, we were majority residential. I'd say about 85 residential, 15% commercial.
Okay.
And then in the last 3 years or so, we've been actually picking up a lot of work for the city of Phoenix, city of Peoria, and they've been filling up our schedule quite a bit. So we do a ton of commercial work. We've also epoxied offices for lumber yards, solar companies. We're doing another epoxy for a larger construction company in their warehouse coming up in a few weeks. So we've been doing a ton of commercial lately.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. What do you guys see? Are there any trends in your industry? It's kind of an interesting question in the trades that sometimes we get, right? And it's like, the trend is don't be hot, turn on your air conditioner. If it breaks, call me. But there actually are some, smart home things like that for us.
Definitely.
Trend lines, color schemes, or anything like that? What's trending in your world?
I would say what's trending for us right now, we're getting a lot of people that are buying their second, third, or fourth home or whatnot, wanting to renovate it, either turn it into an Airbnb or else just rent it out to a guest completely. We have so many people moving here to Arizona over the last 2 years, really. The rental market's gone up a lot. And then we're also seeing a lot more people who just purchased their home wanting to redo it completely. Everything from building on additions, kind of the whole nine right there. A lot of rental units, I guess, that you could label it as.
Right, whether it's short-term rental or it's long-term, either
exactly.
way.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I guess that's been a big thing for us as well the last few years. We have one client we just started working with who's got 15 Airbnbs, right? Yeah. And we got another one that has 13. Actually, we've done 8 units for them.
Yeah.
And they can't afford for a unit to be down for a night.
Yeah. And that's where I was leading into. Those are great clients to have. They understand that the property that they are renting out to someone is an investment to them.
Right.
And much like AC, how it keeps it cool, and that's a necessity in Arizona especially. From the paint side of things, it can really help out with the value that they're able to sell the property to or rent it out for.
Correct.
It just makes it look a lot better, a lot cleaner and fresher.
The aesthetics are critical in the, especially short-term rental, right? When you're scrolling through Airbnb or Vrbo, you're like, you're going to go with what aesthetically looks like it's upkept
and also from a protection standpoint as well too. If the paint on a house is faded or the garage doesn't have an epoxy coating, next thing you know, you can start getting stucco damages, wood damage on the fascia boards going around the house. And then from a garage standpoint, if there's nothing on the concrete, all it takes is one oil leak to just completely destroy the look of the garage there.
Right.
Yeah. So
and again, the next guest cares.
The next guest cares. Yeah.
So yeah, that's an interesting model, and we've definitely seen a massive uptick.
Yeah.
In Arizona, but Phoenix as a whole as well.
Definitely.
Just specifically on that short-term rental model, and then also just the population growth, right?
Exactly.
So I don't think. I would guess neither industry is going away anytime soon.
Not anytime soon, no. And then on the commercial side of things, doing a ton of work for the city and whatnot. Yeah. I've been saying this for years. Arizona is growing so much residentially and not enough infrastructurally. So we have all these roadways being built right now and whatnot, a whole bunch more commercial buildings going up also. So I think that's also why we've taken on a lot of commercial work, is just trying to keep up with the influx of new residents to Arizona.
Absolutely. I think the infrastructure play, and people forget, like, paint is infrastructure, right? Like,
exactly.
The telephone pole is painted. The stoplight, it's painted.
Yeah.
And then every curb, every bus stop, and again, we are way behind on keeping up with our infrastructure.
Yeah.
I think in most developing cities in the country are.
I agree.
So I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
Yeah, and that's what I love about paint, is just about everything that goes up needs painting.
Right.
Yeah.
Whether interior or exterior, somewhere.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, that's an interesting model. That's interesting.
Yeah.
How many crews or how many people are you working right now?
Yeah, so right now we're a smaller company, right? We have 5 people on board looking to grow. Just hired on a new crew. Each of our crews that we hire on, we put them through a month of training before they ever go on to a job site.
Okay.
Yeah, so they do a week of epoxy training, a week of interior painting, a week of exterior painting, and a week of wood staining. And basically gives them enough knowledge to know what to expect when they get onto a live job site without having to use the homeowner as like the test subject for them. Exactly. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I've noticed that really gave us an uptick in the quality that we're putting out as well.
Yep.
And just gives the guys a little bit more confidence for when they are on the real job site.
How similar are the processes between that, like epoxy versus wood or?
I would say wood staining and epoxies are probably the most similar services that we can offer.
Okay.
Main reason why is because when we go in to refinish, let's say a wooden garage door,
sure,
we're going to have to sand it down and do multiple passes to really strip off the product that was on there before. And then when you apply on the new stain, it needs to be very consistent going all the way across. Otherwise, you're going to see the imperfections. Same thing with the concrete side of things here.
Sure.
Whether it's a fresh slab of concrete or it has an epoxy on it already, we always strip it down with our grinders. We grind every concrete floor that we come in contact with. It's the same thing, with wood. You want to get a finer grit to really smooth out the wood. With the concrete, we almost want to get about an 80 grit to compare to sandpaper feel to it.
Okay.
And that way we get a little
more rough.
A little more rough. Exactly, yeah. The epoxy can flow into the nooks and crannies, but we have some products that you can apply and take 2 hours to put it down there and you'll be fine. And then we have other products that if it's not applied within 15 minutes after being mixed up, it's just going to start hardening up on you, and it's going to be a nightmare project from there. Yeah, so depending on the product, depends on how many guys we have on the job site. That way we can just keep it running efficiently and put out a good product.
Excellent. Awesome.
Definitely.
So what are your goals? You said you're growing.
Yeah.
What are you looking for to hire right now? Do you need more people?
New crews would be nice. I think that we need to put more people of structure in place, if that makes sense, like project managers, potentially salesmen. When we first started up out the gate, we had 4 crews running within the first 6 months.
Right.
But we didn't have enough of the other pieces involved,
A common business story. I've
exactly.
been there in several of my companies.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, you're running around just managing instead of growing and selling and, really fulfilling your end to the customer. So we took a couple of years just really trying to save in money. We have a business advisor on board now, and he's been really steering us in the right direction. So
excellent.
Very thankful to him.
That's awesome. That's excellent.
Definitely.
And what do you do for those who don't know you? Like, what are your hobbies external of like?
Oh man.
Like when you're not working.
Yeah.
Well, 80-hour weeks as as an entrepreneur.
You can find me at the cigar bar at the end of a long day. Always like that. And then I'm a very outdoorsy kind of guy. I love dirt bikes. I love, going to the shooting range, things like that. I have a golden retriever, so whenever I can get him out of the house and running around, that's always a good day for him.
It's a good day.
Good day. outside of that, man, my main hobby is sleep. I'm
Sleep,
sure you
right.
know the hours are crazy as a business owner.
As a business owner, I can sympathize with that one.
Exactly.
Especially headed into summer here.
Yeah.
It's not a secret. It's going to be. I'll sleep sometime in fall, I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
But I'm
Schedule
really.
that nap in.
I've become an expert at running off of 3 hours of sleep a
Right.
night. So yeah.
Well, some of your commercial projects are overnights, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, we have another overnight project coming up in about 3 weeks or so. Yeah.
So that changes it all up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, where can people find you, contact you?
Yeah, so you can either check out our website. I'd say that'd be a great place to go, thehubbco.com. TheHubbco. A lot of people forget the second B.
The double B.
Yeah. My last name's Hubbard. The Hubb Co came from my last name.
Right.
So, yeah.
Got to use the double B there.
Exactly. So Facebook as well, The Hubb Co. You can find us there. And then our Yelp page also, too. Just search The Hubb Co.
Excellent.
Yeah, they all have plenty of pictures, plenty of testimonials, and great ways to get in contact with us as well, too.
Good deal, man. Well, thanks for stopping by the home show and hanging out with us.
There we go.
It's always good to be in good company.
Definitely. And I appreciate the invite. Thank you, Dan.
Definitely. Thank you.